Well, good evening, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Oh, I ate a burrito about an hour ago, and I love burritos. But usually, when I get my burritos, I get them from Frijoles. Frijoles was closed at the time, so it wasn't closed at the time, but it would be closed by the time my wife got across the city. So she had to go to Quesada's, which neither of us like, but we like it being around the corner in case we just get a burrito fix. And yeah, it left me wanting more in the flavor department, and it left me burping something foul. But my body is satisfied food-wise, so I can't be all that angry. Let's drink a cider. So this is actually the 1,000-pound cider review. Sorry, I never think of that when I'm looking at the ciders. This is another one of the Strongbow ciders. But this is Strongbow apple ciders ginger. I love when I find new ciders. There's all these craft cideries in Ontario now that I wish I could get my hands on, and I never do. I never do. And I'm sad about that. So what do we have here? 4.5% alcohol. This is a 440 milliliter can, which is just weird to me. To get 440 milliliters. I mean, 473 is this one's a 500. So, is this a 473? Yeah, this one's a 473. So, like, it's weird to me, right? Like, there's a 500, there's a 473, and let's do it like this. There we go. Like, look at that. It's just weird. Especially when you still have, like, 550 mil, 355 and stuff cans. Maybe 440s are easier to find with the strikes. Not that the Crown strike would affect anything over in England, but just saying. Just looking to see if there's an ingredients list. Ingredients. Cider. Okay. Flavors. Contains salt. Ingredients. Cider. Flavors. Contain sulfites. Ciders. Flavors. Contain sulfites. See, this is the thing I get agitated about. And you know what? I'm kind of agitated about it even with craft breweries. I mean, you pick up a craft brewery can and you get hops, water, malt, hops, yeast. I want to know what's actually in what I'm ingesting. Tell me what hops are in it. Tell me what malts are in it. Because sometimes there's hops that you hate. You can actually learn what hops you don't like when they tell you what hops are in it. For this, I want to actually know what I'm ingesting. What type of sulfites are in this? Is it potassium sulfite? Is it calcium sulfite? What type of sulfites do you have in here? Is it, what flavors are in here? Are they artificial flavors or are they natural flavors? I'm going to guess they're artificial flavors since you just say flavors. Cider, what's in your cider? What did you make your cider with? Did you make it with grape juice since it's so much cheaper than apple juice? Or white grape juice at that? Did you make it with apple and white grape juice? What did you make it with? Tell me what the fuck is in this. Don't just say cider flavor sulfites. Fuck you guys. Now it might be a good cider, so let's get into it. That was just my rant about ingredients list. Sorry it happens. I'm very passionate about my beer and my cider and my scotch. I'm very passionate about consumers. What the fuck happened to this? I had absolutely nothing wrong with it when I reviewed a beer out of it just about an hour ago. And I scrub brushed it and rinsed it out and I used the soap and everything. And it looks like this now? What the fuck happened? Like, I already took, okay, well, it's watermarked since they're going away so fast, but how the fuck did that happen? It wasn't upside down or anything. it was sitting this way, so all the water should have ran down into here, and if anything, I would have had watermarks down here. Not this. The fuck is that? Anyway, golden colored. You can see through it if you're not looking through the bubbles. See through it perfectly. Scent. It's okay. So it's a cider with ginger, and ginger flavor is in there. So I'm going to guess I'm going to taste it when I drink it. But I don't really smell ginger. I smell like red apples. It almost just smells like Macintosh. Maybe Mitsu. Let's try it. Cheers. Oh. That's very nice. That is very nice. And it's a nice sweet cider. It's a sweet Strongbow, and Strongbow is usually off sweet to dry. But this is full on sweet, and I enjoy my ciders more on the sweet side than the dry side. When it comes to macro ciders, I usually would pick Summersby over most of the other macro ciders, which is basically just a alco pop apple juice, you know, like apple juice with alcohol in it, and sugar fortified apple juice at that. This is kind of like that. It's very sweet, very appley. Macintosh. It kind of tastes like Gala and Empire are in there as well. It's a very, very nice tasting cider. Now, ginger. You all know that I love ginger. I love cooking with ginger. I love working with ginger. I love using it in hot sauces. I love using it in a lot of things. I've had ginger extract. I've had fresh ginger. I've had lots of ginger beers because I love ginger. I've had ginger powder. Doesn't taste like much ginger at all. Pickled ginger, because I go to sushi a lot, doesn't taste like pickled ginger either. It doesn't have a heat at all. It doesn't have a big dirtiness at all. It has a little tinge of sour right at the very end, right after you swallow it and you give it a second or two. So you swallow the cider, you have a second or two of the sweet, and then it just tinges up as slightly sour, and then balms into just a slight bit of earthiness. And that's the only real ginger I'm tasting. I'm not getting candied ginger. I'm not getting ginger extract. I'm not getting ginger ginger heat. Well, you know what? That's a lie. I kind of have almost. I would, if I didn't know there was ginger in this, I would think it's. Yeah, it is doing that. Okay. So I'm not really tasting ginger at all, other than that just little kick of earthiness right at the end. However, right here in the throat is a warmth that I would think was alcohol if I didn't know this was 4.5% alcohol. So that's a ginger warmth right at the bottom of the throat. All in all, it's a good cider. I mean, if you like sweet ciders, you'll like this. If you want something that has a big ginger flavor, you're not going to like it. But if you want, if you really like Strongbow and you want to support Strongbow and you want it to be very sweet, this is the cider for you. I'm going to give this a 7.5 out of 10. I really enjoy this cider. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. Oh, and fuck you for your ingredients list. Bye.